Welcome back, everyone. This is Chad with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today we are suffering in the heat of South Georgia to bring you the Bergara B14 HMR. We've had this rifle in our possession for quite some time and been doing a lot of work with it, both with factory ammunition and developed some hand loads for it. And we're finally out at long range to take a few shots out to about 960 yards. And we're going to see what this rifle is capable of. The Bergara B14 definitely represents one of the best values in sort of a mid-range, sort of top entry-level precision rifle. And this one's chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, which is, as you guys know, I mean, this is a laser beam. So we're going to shoot 300 and 400 yards real quick, and we'll do a little bit more talking, and we're going to push all the way out to 650 from this position, and then we'll shoot 960. I have not shot in a long time. This is going to be a lot of fun. We got some specialized equipment that we're running in this video too, so we'll discuss all that as we move along. Eric's gonna spot for me in his own way.
I'm gonna provide some comic relief is more like it.
All right.
Going 3 first?
Yeah, I'm gonna go 3.
Put it on the bolt.
All right, let's see. 1, 2.
Guys, I'm running a Mark IV spotter from Leupold, so it has the tactical milling reticle in it. Very nice spotting scope.
Okay. I'm just going to keep it simple, Eric. I'm just going to go kind of center mass.
Do it.
Like usual. So.
Yep. That target is 2 mils tall.
Yep.
Pretty sure you can see that.
Oh yeah, easily.
That round is fast, man. It gets there.
Uh-oh. Technical issues. What? Always when we turn the cameras on. That mag has not given me a slight bit of issue at all until now.
You probably shot a group about the size of a baseball.
I'd say that would be a dead deer.
Oh, heck yeah. That thing smacks the steel with some authority even at 3, man. That 6.5 Creed gets down. I really like that caliber a lot.
I'm not joking, guys, when I say this magazine, this American Rifle Company, it's a compact 10-rounder. I have never had a single problem with this mag until right now. What is it with the cameras? I don't get it. I do not understand. All right, I'm gonna take a crack at a headshot here.
It's a 4-inch plate that he's just slightly
in the neck.
low.
Yep, just in the neck.
In the neck, but really good windage.
All right, let's go to 4 real quick.
All right. 4.
All right. Yep. So I'm running the Mark V HD 5-25 by 56 from Leupold, and this is a fantastic optic. It really is. One of the best, like kind of high-end budget, if that's even a thing, rifle scopes out there. Super lightweight, all aluminum. I mean, just a fantastic piece of glass. They're a little past the $2,000 price point most of the time. This one has one of the CCH reticles in it, the Leupold Competition Combat Hunter. So it kind of marries Christmas tree pattern with some easy to read graduations. It's not quite as busy as some other reticles. It has some pretty awesome features. But let's see, let's go 400, and we've got a coyote out there. So this rifle would be definitely suited for coyote hunting or any kind of like predator hunting in that regard. Hunting deer, I mean, I've known people who've shot deer at quite long ranges with 6.5 Creeds, and they've easily done the job. Oh yeah. And the conditions that we're shooting in today, the range is set up facing east, so it's not exactly ideal as far as where the sun's positioned. So we've got the sun kind of above us and in our face right now. It really does throw a glare on the lens, so the shooting conditions are quite suboptimal, as some people like to say. And it's only like 90 degrees this morning, so.
Whenever you're ready, man.
All right, so I'm at 1 point. Yep. All right, so 396, I'm at 1.86. All right. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna take a shot on the Hanger D28 and then I'll go to the Coyote.
Go ahead.
I have not confirmed this load yet at long range, so that's kind of what we're doing today as well.
Low on the bottom of the plate. See it?
Oh wow, yep. Yep. Yep, definitely gonna have to just true this thing up muzzle velocity wise. That's okay. Okay. That's where we want to be.
Good shot.
All right, let's go for the Coyote. Got a few rounds left.
Do it.
All right. All right, got a Coyote creeping out there at 400 yards, and we're just gonna go center mass.
In the boiler room. Dead Coyote.
Oh,
Perfect boiler room shot.
All right, let's take a headshot on the Coyote.
Ooh. Ooh, just past his snout.
We didn't spook him too much, so we're gonna take another shot.
Right in the neck.
And he's out of here.
Oh yeah.
As I mentioned, the Bergara B14, it represents one of the best values in a rifle that can kind of do everything. A lot of guys will get into these Bergaras to start shooting PRS with, and like I said, they're right around the $1,000 price point on the street. So you get a lot of kind of higher end features in a budget platform. So just to start with, the action is a Remington 700 pattern. So anything Remington 700 you can use. Triggers, scope bases, the whole 9 yards. So it's a common pattern with a lot of available components out there and accessories and such for it, so you can customize it how you wish. The rifle does come from the factory with the scope base already ready to go, so that's definitely a plus. The stock itself is sort of it's kind of a hybrid chassis and just traditional stock setup. It's a composite material, but it has an aluminum mini chassis that's molded into the stock material itself. So what that accounts for is a nice solid bedding of the action into the stock. So you don't have to worry about pulling the action out, steel bedding it and such as that. It has 100% contact from the factory as it sits, just like many of the other chassis systems that are on the market. Pretty much all the higher end chassis have an aluminum style bedding system where the action tightens down on. It's got a nice hard rigid surface to torque that thing down properly. Safety's located just over to the right side like a traditional Remington 700. It does accept any of the AICS pattern magazines, even ones that decide to be shy on camera. But we've got like a mag pull 10 rounder here. It does come with a little polymer 5-round mag from the factory. The barrel is a 26-inch number 6 profile. We're running a KGM R65 suppressor up front. This is a dedicated precision rifle, all titanium 6.5 Creedmoor suppressor. You can shoot anything from 6.5 all the way down. It features the APEC adjustable port system on the front. So it acts sort of like an e-brake, as you've seen on other suppressor designs. So the recoil is tamed like nobody's business on here. The trigger is just factory trigger that comes from Bergara. It is adjustable. And speaking of adjustability, you do have adjustable comb height on the stock, as well as 3 spacers that come stock from the factory. You can remove those spacers for your length of pull adjustment. It does not have any sort of fine adjustment back here. It's a pretty basic setup, but you can fine tune it. I found myself needing to remove 2 of the spacers for my length of pull. But as I mentioned earlier up top, we've got the Leupold Mark V HD 5-25. Now, a lot of people would consider this to be quite a bit of optic for like something like a 6.5 Creed, but when you're shooting extreme long ranges, it's nice to be able to pump that magnification up to really get some detail on your target, especially if you're trying to true at long range on, say, like a large piece of steel or something like that, or say do manual range estimation. But like I said, these optics do represent a great value in sort of that entry-level precision lineup. A lot of higher-end optics, you could pass the $3,000 price point quite readily, right? But for Leupold to offer this optic with all of its features, you know, wide range of adjustability. I mean, I've got, I believe, 10. Right now, with a 20 MOA base, I have 29 mils available. Yeah, I have 29.5 mils available of elevation from zero. And that can get me out to extreme long range with 6.5 Creed, where you don't have to use any sort of optical device on the front to boost your elevation. So you can take this rig as it's set up and shoot as far as the cartridge is capable and then some. So you've got adjustable parallax on the side. You do have a capped windage turret, which we don't use, we just hold in the reticle. And as I mentioned, I'm using the Kestrel HUD in association with the Kestrel 5700 Elite over here. And the HUD is a neat piece of equipment I just recently picked up, and it gives me all the data that I'm seeing on the Kestrel right here in a heads-up display on the rifle. And there's some other features of this. We might go over the HUD in more detail in another video, but I basically have a target card set up with all of the targets that we're going to be engaging. I am running an anti-cant device on the side from Flatline Ops. It's a rail mount style that folds in and out of the way. I really do like these quite a bit because some of the other models are fine tunable. Once you drop them on, like, say, your scope tube or something like that, it has a little bit more adjustability than some of the more basic options that are out there. But let's take a few more shots out to longer range. And Erica's going to spot some more for me.
Yep.
And so we've got our coyote killed. He's down for the count. So we're going to move out to 5. And
I like if that rifle's light enough to still take hunting too.
it is.
So
I mean,
they
they
serve like a dual purpose. You know, you can compete with it or hunt with it.
They do. It's enough weight to where it really soaks up the recoil, unlike a real ultralight like hunting rifle. But it's not so heavy that it's real burdensome. I mean, as this rig is completely decked out, I mean, super lightweight can, super lightweight optic. I mean, we're coming in at less than 14 pounds easily. All right, so we're talking 5.
Yep.
All right, so 2.77.
You're going for the stick in.
Yep, 5.
Real quick, while he's dialing, all of the steel that we have out here is from our friends at shootsteel.com. Evan and the crew over there are really good people. And we've actually been shooting this steel quite a few years. I haven't even had to flip this stuff yet.
Yep.
So it's holding up pretty good.
All right, since our American Rifle mag is giving us problems, let's load up the mag pool.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Man, cannot believe that mag is giving me problems.
I think I bought a few of them too.
Yep. So the hand loads that we're running, this is Hornady brass, once fired, out of this rifle. And then we're running 140 grain ELDMs with H4350 on board. So pretty common fare. I mean, 4350 is kind of the go-to powder for 6.5 Creed. And I'm getting extreme spreads down in the teens, SDs, sub 10. But if you do your work, you can really get these things shooting really well. But even factory offerings, I was seeing down in the half MOA range with a lot of loads from Federal. Even Winchester had a hunting load that was sub MOA easily. They guarantee sub MOA accuracy. So I think the rifle pretty much delivers that, just very easily. So, all right.
They make a trainer version, a 22 rimfire version of this gun, and it's fantastic.
Yep. All right, so the stick in is our 500 yard, right? I believe.
Yes, it is. And you do have a gopher. He might be kind of hard to see, but he's kind of...
Oh man, I can barely see his head.
Yep.
All right, that'll be a challenging target.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, so we're at 2.77 mils at 498 yards.
You got it.
Okay, go for the stick in real quick. We don't really have any wind to contend with, so.
Yeah, other than being hot, it's nice out.
All right. Get her leveled up a little bit more.
Good shot. A little bit to the left.
Yep.
Sure you can see it.
Yep. Gave it a little bit too much wind, I guess.
Stacked them right on top of each other. Dude, you literally just shot like a 3-inch group.
Sub MOA.
Those 3 rounds triangulated into probably the size of an apple or less.
Okay, I'm gonna go for that gopher. All right, so that's a tiny target.
Yeah, just hold off his nose. Look at the squirrel crossing
see him.
the range.
Oh,
The fox
I see him.
squirrel.
I'm not gonna shoot that squirrel though.
No, don't shoot the fox squirrel. That is funny that we're shooting at a gopher target and a squirrel walked out on the range. What would be the odds of that?
All right, you ready?
Yeah. Right over the top of his head, Chad.
Okay.
Perfect windage. Right over the top of his head. Your windage is spot on.
Dadgummit, man. Really? All the things. Never have problems until we turn the cameras on.
You turn the camera on and the world goes to pot, man. That's how this works.
Always.
That wind's picking up just a little bit. Oh, got him.
Oh yeah.
Good shot.
All right, so that gopher, the body is 5 inches wide, and then the neck tapers in, and the head's 3 inches. That target's that big. Okay. Yeah, I'd say the rifle really does deliver the goods. I can't stress that enough. All right, we've got a few rounds left.
They're accurate, man.
All right, so let's push out to 6. So 3.7, 5, 6, 7. 3.73 specifically.
Yep, whenever you're ready, man.
Okay. Now that's a big 22-inch round out there, so that's going to be child's play, but let's just see what kind of a group we can shoot.
Yeah.
The last few rounds, then we'll push to 650.
That one rings pretty good too.
It does. Yep, I see it over to the left there.
Yeah, it's printing on the left of the gong.
Man, I cannot believe that these magazines and this ammo is giving such problem today.
You had to turn the camera on, that's what happened.
Seriously.
It's the same thing that Tim deals with at Military Arms Channel.
Yep.
He breaks everything. Yep, you're right on the left edge, buddy.
Yep, I see it. All right, let me just double check my wind.
I do like that HUD.
Yeah, it's very handy. I mean,
especially if you're by yourself and you just, need instant feedback. It's handy.
Yep.
Not every shooter has a spotter with them or, someone to help with data or reading wind. So the Kestrel kind of becomes your range mate, kind of helps you out a little bit. Much better.
Yep.
Much better.
So the Kestrel is updating the wind on the weather vane over here, and wind was spiking between 0.44 mil and up to 0.7 mil. So, I mean, reading the signs downrange tells you a little bit, but all right.
Looks good.
Yeah, so let's go to 650. All right, 4.3.
And then we'll probably end up stepping out to about $1,000.
Yep. All right.
Here in a bit.
I got one round. Let me load just a few rounds. A lot of times I'll just, run the empty mag and I'll just single load ammunition. But we're trying the mags today because I just really wanted to show, how it worked with different magazines, which I'm pretty much failing at today. That's okay.
So our friends at cole-tac make the suppressor wrap that's on that particular the gun he's using, and also that's the ammo novel. That's the ammo novel. Yep, they make one called the ammo book that holds less, about half as much, and then that one's called the ammo novel that he's getting his ammo out of there.
All right, let's see.
Going for the D28?
Yeah, the big target.
All right, D28 at 650. I'm on it.
4.31.
Yep.
I'm gonna get on my windscreen just so I know what I'm doing here.
The wind's kind of swirling between the trees down there, and the wind's at our back right here.
Okay.
Moving left to right down range. Slow. Good shot. Right in there, man. Perfect.
Man, I cannot believe these problems today. All right, single loading it is. Crazy.
Good.
So I don't know if you guys can notice in the footage itself, but just be mindful of how little the rifle recoils. We've got a board up here. I'm really loading the bipod, the Atlas up here, real well. I've got it dug into my shoulder, but just how well the suppressor helps to mitigate felt recoil, and it's got a bit of a pop to it, but very, very pleasurable to shoot overall.
It really doesn't kick any harder than like an AR.
No, not at all. Very, very soft shooting. Ooh, that cloud can stay.
Yes, it sure can.
All right, one more shot here.
Looking good.
Yep, looks
You're
like the
probably shooting
data.
about a 6-inch group.
Yeah, it
maybe
looks
a
like the
little bit
data
lower.
might be just a tiny bit on the low side. May have to just true it up slightly when we get out to longer range, but I'm pretty happy with the way that's performing so far.
Heck yeah. Looking good.
Okay. Let me go for the 8-inch and just see.
Yeah, man. You may have to aim kind of like right at the top of it.
Yep.
Hitting just a little low if you're aiming center mass on the D28.
Yep, I got you.
Your windage looks real good though. You should hit it. Yep. You're in there, man. Wow, it smacked it.
That's
And that's an 8-inch round.
Yeah, that's 8-inch Magnum popper that's rated for 338 Lapua. Man.
Wow, that popper rings loud. I didn't expect it to be that loud.
Yeah. And so, like, the glass, I've got this thing topped out at 25 power, and unlike other optics, you don't have that kind of chromatic aberration and all the different artifacts in the lensing. The coatings that Leupold uses are just so good. It just makes everything so crystal clear. I can easily make out the impact on that 8-inch popper from 600 yards away. I mean, it's just an incredible piece of glass. Let's try to replicate that shot.
Good center mass shot. Looks good. Yep. You just hit right on the top edge of the plate.
Okay.
Those two shots are probably 3 or 4 inches from each other. Fantastic accuracy. Beautiful. Those last 2 shots, Chad, are 1 inch from each other. I mean, a rifle that can put 2 rounds within 1 inch of each other at $650 for that price range, pretty awesome. Yep. Now
Okay.
make that 3.
I think you guys get the point.
Dude, wow.
All right, so we're gonna move out to 960, and that's the furthest range we've got available here on the farm. But we're gonna try it and see, and really like 1,000 yards is just kind of scratching the surface with 6.5 Creed. But I hope this kind of gives you guys a little bit of an idea of what these rifles are capable of and what you can do for not a lot of money when you're talking about precision long-range shooting. This is really just scratching the surface, but let's go have some more fun.
Now let's shoot a grand.
All right, boys and girls, we backed up to 965. We're gonna take a few shots. Try to get a first round impact. All right, what do you say?
I think you can do it.
First round impact. 22-inch round, 965 yards with the B-14. All right.
You can do it.
I had to take a bath and skin's so soft because, man, these no-see-ums and gnats are just obsessive right now.
You are in South Georgia, buddy.
Boy, we are.
Yeah, that
We
wind
are
is
in
pushing pretty good from left to right. Is the Kestrel giving you a solution?
Yeah, it's giving me a, right now it's giving me a 0.4 to 0.46 left hold. So I'm gonna abide by that and see.
Yeah, I think that that would be quite fine.
It is moving rather gently. Let's see. Yeah,
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, yeah, it's not too bad.
I'm back here on the Mark IV spotter. And I've got a tactical milling reticle in my spotter to help him.
Yep, so the mirage is quite obscene down there right now. We're kind of in the middle of the day. So all that heat is just boiling up from here across that field. All right, 8.25.
I'm gonna do my best to spot for you. There's a lot of mirage. Hopefully I can see the bullet trace.
All right, I'm going 8.3.
8.3.
Yep.
With a 0.4 some odd left wind hold.
Yep, I'm gonna hold right off the left side, 9 o'clock.
Send it when ready. Impact. Dead center. Or you might be just 4 inches low of center, but you're good. And that wind is consistent, Chad. Keep your same wind hold.
Impact.
Yeah.
Waiting for that ding.
Okay, yeah, that second shot was just high and right of the first one, maybe 6 inches, 5 inches in that ballpark. Yep.
Impact.
Good triangulation, Chad. Those first 3 shots, Chad, you're probably looking at maybe 5 inches, 6 inches in that ballpark.
All right.
Good. A little low.
Okay.
That first quadrant was maybe 5-6 inches, and that shot opened it up a good bit, but a little low. Good. Looks like that shot hit precisely where your first shot hit in the string, Chad. But you're in there.
We'll shoot a few more rounds, and then we're gonna call it good, man.
Man, I can't believe that's just so consistent, dude. Oh, great.
So I was, planning on using this trip to calibrate this rifle and just get the dope kind of settled in, but I did not have to do a muzzle velocity correction at all. I mean, this thing is right on the money. I mean, I'm holding just ever so slightly low of that kind of 9 o'clock line to get 8.25, and it seems like the center of the group is right where it needs to be. I mean, if that's not a testament to, you know, the data collection and the Kestrel and its capabilities, I mean, I don't know what is.
Man, and you got one heck of a wind correction from the Kestrel. It was spot on. Impact. Dude, that shot hit almost right on top of your previous shot from the looks of it. Impact. So Chad, other than a couple of outliers, kind of like one shot went a little low, you're probably inside of 5 inches. Impact. Dude, that thing is a bullet delivery device. Dude, for the price, Chad, that is a fantastic value in a long-range precision rifle.
Look,
wow.
When you, like I mentioned earlier in the video,
Dude.
When you consider the cost of the base rifle, all right, custom actions. If you buy a custom Remington 700 action, you're going to spend at least $1,000 typically. I mean, and that's just the action. That's not even including the barrel. You get like a Bartline barrel or something, you're talking at least 500 bucks, and then to get all that mated together, you're talking at least maybe $250 bucks. So, you know, you're hovering right around $2,000 just on a barreled action, less a stock or a chassis, and then bedding and everything else that goes along with it. So for a base rifle that is right around $1,000 with all the features that the Bergaras offer, I mean, it's just unfathomable that they can put this much value into such a great rifle. And like I said earlier too, with factory ammunition, definitely get around that sub-MOA mark, if not even better, sub-half MOA in some cases with particular ammunition. I prefer to shoot the heavies if I can. That's why I wanted to develop the hand load with the 140s, and we can see that you can easily develop a good hand load for these rifles, and it really does deliver the goods. So now I know that as long as my data is correct, anything in between 1,000 yards and in with this rifle is done for. I'd love to take this thing hunting, maybe develop a load with the ELD-X, the 143s, and just set that up. And with the Kestrel, I can plug in a 0 offset with a different type of ammunition easily, and it'll give me all of my corrections that I need without having to re-zero my scope or anything crazy like that, and I can always come back to this particular load. So I think this gives you guys a good idea of what these rifles are capable of, as long as you put in the work and put in good quality components and ammunition and equipment. You can shoot long range for not a lot of money. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and the look at the Bergara B14 and the Leupold and all the other gear that we used. This is the first outing with the Kestrel HUD, and I would say that it has performed phenomenally well, and it has made long-range shooting a lot easier for us. But stay tuned, guys. We got a lot more on the way. Want to give a special shout out to all of our supporters over there who buy shirts on Ballistic Inc. Thank you so much for the support. All that money goes right back into supporting the content that you see here. And until next time, stay tuned. We've got a lot more on the way. You guys take it easy.